Hey everyone, pleasure to be with you all once again to bring you some cool new stuff. And today I have the Lindo 254E limiter and compressor, which is the latest plugin by the Lindell LSR audio partnership. And now they're under the Plugin Alliance banner. Congratulations to everyone. So, this is a recreation of a vintage Neve compressor from the 1970s. You can find one of those floating around Gearsluts classifieds from time to time. They go for around $10,000. Yes, that's it. So this is what these guys are emulating here. I have some nice links for you in the video's description for some Gearsluts threads. A lot of tech details on the original units, some experiences from people who really use the vintage hardware. So if you're interested, check it out. All right, so this is a kind of straightforward, not very exotic. You have the compressor on the right part here, the ratio, the threshold, and the recovery, which is also known as release to many people. You have a dial here in the middle where you can turn it off and set the attack to slow or fast. Same thing goes for the limiter. You have the limit recovery, the limit level, which determines on which level the limit is going to engage the signal. Okay, two nice additions to the vintage hardware, which is dry and wet, and a high-pass filter on the internal sidechain. Okay, one last thing about the gain. It only affects the compressor. If you turn off the compressor, the gain is disabled. The limit just limits things. You don't have a makeup for that. Okay, so before we move to the fun stuff, the audio, of course, the music, I want to show you something about the calibration. I have the Lindo here, a signal generator, and I'm gonna bring up a familiar VU meter, which I think a lot of you guys are using, which is the Klanghelm VUMT. So we usually set this to minus 18 dBFS equals 0 VU here. Okay, I'm gonna set it to minus 18. Yeah, 0. But check out the 254. You have these red numbers on the left side, which indicates the input or the output of this plugin. You have a set of black numbers on the right, which indicates the gain reduction. So I'm going to set it to input. See, minus 18 equals plus 4. So you have to feed the 254E a bit lower than usual at minus 22. Okay. One final word about the threshold. I'm going to turn on the compressor, set the meter to control so we can see the gain reduction. I have the threshold on the maximum position. Gonna raise up until we can close this one now. We have to go slightly around minus 9 to start compressing, which is pretty low to our modern standards. So keep that in mind, watch your levels. All right, so enough of the boring talk. Let's get to the music. All right, you know the drill. I'm gonna start with some drums, of course. Love to compress drums. I think it's my ultimate trial for a compressor. So I have a loop, drum loop. I'm gonna bypass the Lindo and play the loop for you. Okay, very straightforward loop, so um, don't worry about this one. Yeah, I think some of you might have noticed that I have a 254 on my 2 bus as well. Don't worry about that. I'm saving this for the next example. This is on bypass. You have a bypass switch here. All right, so I'm gonna bypass. Yeah, okay. All right, it's enabled. Uh, gonna process this loop now. I'm really gonna push it hard. Gonna tweak some settings as we go as well. Okay, you know the drill. Okay, very thick sound, very slow attack. Uh, Even on the fast setting, it's quite slow compared to uh, digital compressors, VCA compressors, and so on. Okay, I'm gonna disable the compressor now and play a little bit with the limiter. Okay, very gentle as well. Even when you push it, it can get into some distortion, of course, but it's gentle. It's not really harsh or anything. It's not brutal. All right, so I'm gonna move to another example. I have the 254 on the vocals and on the tubas. Okay, so I'm going to have the tubas here. Okay, and the, oh, let me check this. All right, and the vocals. Okay, I have a snippet from Secret Mountains. Very nice music. Link in the video description. As always, support these guys. Check it out. I have a soft a part of their song, very mellow stuff. I think fits the 254 quite well. So pay attention to the vocals and the tubas. I'm gonna just bypass and enable it. Not gonna play with the parameters now, so you can see how it works on a mix. All right, vocals and tubas.
Show me soft skin. Our bellies were full. Said you'd found strength in the ground below. Show me soft skin. Our bellies were full. Said you'd found strength in the ground below. Caught yourself laughing while death called your name. The priest were circling above your home. Do you feel lonely in this strange land? Do you feel lonely? Oh, how do you live?
Okay, so very gentle on the tubas, kind of invisible, just adding a little bit of thickness to the sound, a little bit of weight. Not so gentle on the vocals. You could see the gain reduction meter going almost to 6, which is, I think it's a lot. That's so out of perspective anyway. So I think for this song, 6 was fine. So okay, so I'm gonna dial a little bit more on the compressor. Gonna set to fast and dial a little bit more and add 2 dB of gain. By the way, this is 2 dB, yeah, for each one of these increments. Same here. And for the limiter, you have half dB. All right, so a little bit more with the threshold on the tubas. Let's listen to this.
Show me soft skin. Our bellies were full. Said you'd found strength in the ground below. Caught yourself laughing while death called your name. The priest were circling above your home. Do you feel lonely in this strange land? Do you feel lonely? Oh, how do you live?
Okay, amazing stuff. Really like this one. It suits very well to certain kinds of music that I like. Might be the case with you. Make sure to check it out. There's a demo available. Link is in the description, of course. So, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.